Hello everybody, my name is Patrick Dennis with Synaptic Advisory Partners, and today I want to take just a couple of minutes to show you another Youreka demo where in this case what we're going to be doing is updating records from a related list for a record that we happen to be updating from our form. So if you can see on my screen, we've got an example of an account record inside of Salesforce with some related lists underneath, one for contacts and one for assets. Today we're going to be talking about the assets related list and seeing how we can update that from a Youreka form. So for this demo, what I've done is just created an example form template using Youreka's template builder, and we've called it asset demonstration. Now, when this form has been created, we've linked it to this particular account. And so you can see this account name field here has already been pre-populated with the account's name. Now, I'm going to update this. I'm going to update the account's name here. So you can see that when we submit this form, that account name field is going to be updated inside of Salesforce. These two questions just might be specific questions we want to ask about the account, but most importantly for this demo, I want to show you this second section here, which is what we call a linked section. That's the name of the Youreka feature that gives us the capability to update related lists. So here you can see we don't have anything yet, but we can click the plus sign, and it's going to open up this new section here that allows us to create a whole new record. So this is where we could say test asset 1, we could enter in some information here, and these are fields that are representative of that asset object as opposed to the account. So we can simply close that out and then add a brand new one here too. And so this allows us to create many different records underneath that account for this asset object. So you can see we can just keep clicking add if we want to, and the second that we're done with our form, we can click on submit, save that information back to the system, and what ends up happening is as soon as we refresh our page over here, that form has been submitted, and so now you can see the account name that we just updated has been changed inside of Salesforce, and there are those asset records that we just added as a result of that linked section inside of the form. So it's a really powerful feature that allows you to not just update a single record inside of Salesforce, but you can manage a whole list of records from that account's related list. So now, if we try to do this one more way, what we can do is I'm actually going to pull in my mobile application here, and we'll quickly just give it a refresh. So this is an example of the Youreka mobile app. We can see some forms have already been filled out here, but what I'm going to do is just click on that same form template that we used just right there. We'll find an account in the system, and in this case, let's go ahead and just find the account that we used just a moment ago called Gene Point Updated for Demo. And when we create the form, what ends up happening is that same account name is now pulled into the mobile app that we can update it again. So we could just say updated again. And most importantly, you'll notice that the assets from that account have been pulled into this form, so we can make changes to them if we want to. So in this case, let's say that this is actually 6,000 and 2,000, we'll say. And the same is true for the second asset here. And this is just an example of us showing you how we can make adjustments to those asset records that were pre-populated into the form as we use it on our mobile device. So it would work either way if the form was created from on the desktop or from the mobile app. But the point here is that using Youreka and some of these features that I just showed you, we're able to make adjustments to many different records at once, including the records in a related list inside of Salesforce.